Hello everyone, and welcome to the first of many training videos that we here at the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality will be offering in support of our new GIS web mapping utility that we're calling the Environmental Data Mapper, or EDM for short. In this brief video, we're going to go over basically some high-level EDM general information, not really get into using the tool. We'll have several other videos available with kind of niche purposes to help you navigate and become familiar with the functionality available within this web mapping tool. But want to start this off with just a high-level overview of what is it, why is it here, where is it going, how can you get to it, things like that nature. So as you can probably see on my screen right now, you're actually looking at the landing page of this new environmental data mapper. This is what you should see every time you come to it. And this is the kind of de facto loading screen that you're always going to see with our disclaimer. But before we even get to this point, how do you find this, or how do you frequently reference this web mapping tool? There's a couple ways. The first and easiest is just to bookmark this URL. It's going to be apps.deq.virginia.gov/EDM/. And that will always take you to this web mapping tool. That should never change. We'll also have this link embedded in several different locations throughout the rest of our DEQ websites. So for those of you who are familiar with our Environmental Data Hub, as soon as this web mapping tool goes live, you'll find links to it throughout this website, including on our GIS tools page here. And there'll be other places that you'll also see it linked, but this will become available right here at the top of this GIS tools page if you don't want to bookmark or remember that URL. So moving on, what is the purpose of the environmental data mapper? In a nutshell, it's really been created to be our one-stop shop for interacting with Virginia DEQ's geospatial data sets. And we wanted to take a step further and not just make it the location for our data sets, but we also wanted to try to pull in external or third-party data sets that we knew were being frequently utilized by users of our existing or legacy tools. So we pulled in data from external sources such as EPA, VGen or Virginia Geographic Information Network, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and a host of others as well. So we're using this as a platform to both make interaction with our data sets easy and user-friendly and powerful, but as well as pull in these kind of external data sets to do the same thing with. So with that said, where is this web mapping tool going? Well, it's going to continually evolve and hopefully improve and become sort of iteratively enhanced with time as we build out both our internal data structure. When new data sets come available, when new tools come available, we'll be working to incorporate those in here as well. So with that said, that's just kind of a high-level overview. It's definitely worth mentioning that the environmental data mapper's kind of core function for Virginia DEQ is really to serve as a new enhanced replacement for our legacy VGIS, or VGIS, the public-facing WIMBY application that many of you may be familiar with, and if you're not, that's okay too. But that's this web mapping tool you're looking at right now on the screen. Soon, early in 2021, this legacy application will likely be deprecated and eventually taken offline as the EDM becomes more mature and kind of reaches full parity or equivalence with WIMBY. But for those of you who are familiar with WIMBY, it's been a great stable web mapping tool for DEQ for a long time. It's been in use now for over 10 years, so we needed to find a more modernized, feature-rich replacement that could do what WIMBY's been doing for our users. And we feel that this environmental data mapper is able to do that, and hopefully you feel the same way. So with that said, that's kind of the high-level overview of what the environmental data mapper is, what it's meant to do, what it's meant to be, and where we hope to take it over the coming years. So please tune in to our additional videos as we kind of dive into the uses, the functionality, tools, and the data that we make available here in the EDM. Thanks. Bye.